Hello students, welcome to the thermodynamics. In the last video, we discussed 12 problems. In this video, I am going to cover some more important problems. Up to problem number 42 we discussed in the last video. The remaining problems we will try to cover in this video. 43, problem number 43 is the expression integral PdV can be used for, non-flow work formula is PdV, whereas steady flow work formula is minus VdP. This formula is applicable for only closed system reversible process. Closed system is also called a non-flow system or fixed mass system. Of course, you can also integrate this one and can also be applied the limits. Integral 1 to 2, this is also correct. Integral 1 to 2 PdV, integral 1 to 2 PdV equal non-flow reversible work. Now come to the problem number 44. Energy of an isolated system. As we know, in the isolated system, energy interaction is zero between the system and surroundings, and mass interaction between the system and surroundings is zero. Now the problem number 44 is isolated system. Let us take this is the isolated system where the energy interaction in the form of heat is zero and energy interaction in the form of work also equal to zero. That too, isolated system is also a kind of closed system where mass interaction between the system and surroundings is zero. For that kind of closed system, energy balance equation is Q equal to W plus du. Here heat transfer Q equal to 0, work transfer W equal to 0, then the du equal to 0. Du equal to 0 means U2 minus U1 equal to 0, U2 equal to U1, or internal energy remains constant. Internal energy remains constant means energy remains constant, or whatever the energy the isolated system is maintaining, that never be changing. That energy maintained by the isolated system remains constant. That is the first law of thermodynamics. According to first law of thermodynamics, energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but one form of energy can be converted to other kind of energy. A kind of energy may be converted to other form of energy. Let us take the nuclear fuel. By the time the fissioning is happening in the nuclear fuel, large amount of heat is liberated. That liberated heat may be for evaporating the water. That evaporated water vapor may be driving the turbine where we are getting the mechanical energy. Here nuclear fuel energy is converted to thermal energy. Thermal energy is converted to mechanical energy. Like that, in the universe, one form of energy can be converted to other kind of energy, but nowhere in the universe energy created, or nowhere in the universe energy cannot be created or cannot be destroyed. So anyhow, energy of an isolated system, energy of isolated system remains constant. Now come to the problem number 45. Problem number 45. In a cyclic process, in the thermodynamic cycle, cyclic process may be like this. A simple cycle may be looking like this. Pressure versus volume, a kind of process, 1 to 2, one more process, one more process, finally it got back to its original state like this. For this kind of cyclic process, this is a thermodynamic cycle. For any thermodynamic cycle, cyclic integral del Q equal to cyclic integral del W. Del W. It can be also written as cyclic integral del Q minus del W is equal to 0. As we know, for any thermodynamic cycle, the change in point function quantity equal to 0, that change in point function quantity I can write as change in internal energy, because internal energy is the property of the system. All properties are coming under the point function quantities only. Anyhow, for any thermodynamic cycle, cyclic integral point function quantity equal to cyclic integral change in point function quantity equal to 0 or change in internal energy equal to 0. Now come to our answers. In a cyclic process, work transfer is 0. No, it's not correct. Heat transfer is 0. No. Change in internal energy is 0. Yes. For any thermodynamic cycle, change in internal energy is equal to 0. Now come to the problem number 46. When a system is taken from state A to state B along the path ACB, state A to state B along the path ACB, for that process 180 kilojoules of heat flows into the system. Q for ACB equal to 180 kilojoules. Heat flows into the system is positive, this is positive, and it does 130 kilojoules of work. Work is done by the system. W for ACB equal to 130. It is also positive because it is work done by the system. Next part of the problem is how much heat will flow into the system along the path ADB. Along the path ADB. If the work done by it along the path ADB is 40 kilojoules. Here work done along the path ADB, work done along the path ADB given 40 kilojoules. Work done by it. So it is also positive. Now you are asked to find how much heat will flow into the system along the path ADB. Heat transfer for ADB equal to how much? That is the problem. You know, ACB is a process. For the process ACB, it's a process. For this process, energy balance equation Q equal to W plus du. Du for the ACB process is Q minus W. Q for the ACB 180 minus W for ACB 130, it is equal to 50 kilojoules. That is the change in internal energy for the ACB process. Remember, these are du for ACB. Since internal energy is coming under property values remain same whether you are reaching the B from A via C or via D. Therefore, change in internal energy for the process ADB is equal to change in internal energy because it is a property for the ACB, that is equal to 50 kilojoules. Then the heat interaction, heat transfer for ADB equal to W for ADB plus du for ADB. W for ADB 40 plus du for ADB 50, it is equal to 90 kilojoules. That is the answer. Option C is correct. So that is about the problem number 46. Now let us discuss the 47th problem. Look at the 47th problem. Joule's experiment gives us the third law of thermodynamics. No. Third law of thermodynamics was given by Nernst. First law of thermodynamics, correct. First law of thermodynamics experimentally decided by the Joule's or Joule experimental results gives the first law of thermodynamics. Therefore, Joule experiments gives the concept of or Joule experimental results is causing for first law of thermodynamics. Option B is correct. Look at the problem number 48. A closed system is subjected to adiabatic process 122 having W equal to minus 160 kilojoules. Minus 160 kilojoules. The system is then returned to state 1 in the second process for which W equal to minus 160 kilojoules. The heat transfer for the second process is the first process is adiabatic process. But again it is coming back to the state 1. The system is then returned to state 1 in a second process for which W equal minus 160. Means first process may be 122 process may be adiabatic process and 221 process may be non-adiabatic process. You are asked to decide the heat transfer in the second process, that is non-adiabatic process. It is like this. This is the problem number 48. Look at the PV diagram. Pressure versus volume. Assume this is adiabatic process. 122 is adiabatic process. Adiabatic process. 221 is non-adiabatic process. Is non-adiabatic process. For the adiabatic process, Q for 122 equal to 0. And W for 122 is equal to minus 160 kilojoules. Here W221 also, W221, I think this is the printing mistake. It might be plus 160. This is not minus, plus 160 because 122 is compression. For compressing the gas, work is required. 221 is expansion. Expanders are power developing system. During the expansion process, we can get some thermodynamic work. Therefore, W for 221 is plus 160, not minus 160 kilojoules. The heat transfer for 221 is how much? That is the problem. Now for the 122 process, adiabatic process, Q122 equal W plus du for 122 process. 122. Heat transfer is 0 for adiabatic condition, equal to W122 minus 160 plus du for 122. So du for 122 is equal to plus 160 kilojoules. Now come to the 221. For the 221 process, for the process 221, it is non-adiabatic process. Non-adiabatic process. Q221 equal to W221 plus du for 221. Q221 is equal to W for 221 plus 160 plus du for 221. Du for 122 is 160. Then du for 221 is minus 160. Minus 160. Then it is minus 160 plus 160 minus 160 minus 160 is equal to 0. So the heat transfer for 221 equal to 0. 48th problem. Okay, anyhow, the 221 also equal to 221 is also adiabatic process because heat transfer equal to 0. Option B is correct. Now come to the Problem number 49. Though we assumed that this is a non-adiabatic process, since we got Q to 1 is 0, Q2 to 1 is 0, therefore it is also adiabatic process, because Q is Q you got 0. But the thing is, two adiabatic curves never be intersecting. This may be an imaginary problem. This is not a realistic problem. This might be an imaginary problem because this is one adiabatic curve, this is another adiabatic curve. So the two adiabatic curves are looking to intersect. Two adiabatic curves never be intersecting. Therefore, this is not the realistic problem. It might be the imaginary problem. Now come to the problem number 49. A system undergoes a process in which heat is applied to the system, 50 kilojoules, work done on the system. Heat supplied to the system is positive, work done on the system is negative. Work done on the system is negative. So 49th problem is problem number 49. Heat supplied to the system, plus 50, work done on the system minus 20. Heat transfer equal to 50 kilojoules and work transfer equal to minus 20 kilojoules. Okay. The change in internal energy, very easy problem. Q equal to W plus du. From this du equal to Q minus W, Q is 50, minus of minus plus 20. It is equal to 70 kilojoules. 70 kilojoules. Option B is correct. Option D is given minus 70. It's not correct. Plus 70 is correct. Now come to the problem number 50. During a cycle, the heat transfer in various process, plus 30, plus 120, plus 50, minus 20, the net work done during the cycle. For any thermodynamic cycle, look at the relation. For any thermodynamic cycle, cyclic integral del Q is equal to cyclic integral del W. That means for any thermodynamic cycle, net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. Yeah, the heat transfers are given. Therefore, net work transfers equal to sum of the heat transfers. Sum of the heat transfers are 30 plus 120 plus 50 minus 20. Plus 150 plus 50 minus 20. This is 200, 230 minus 210. 210, 30 plus 120. This is 120, not 150. Sorry, this is 120. 120, 30, 150, 200. 200 minus 20, 180. It is 180 kilojoules. 180 kilojoules. That 180 kilojoules is equal to 180 joules or Newton meter. Here the so this might be 180. This might be printing mistake. 180 kilojoules is nothing but 180 into 1000 joules. 1 joule equal to 1 Newton meter. So option A can be selected. Now come to the problem number 51. A system undergoes a cycle having the work transfer in the process minus 30 kilojoules, 0 kilojoules, 120 kilojoules, 0 kilojoules. The change in internal energy. For any thermodynamic cycle, the change in internal energy equal to 0. For any thermodynamic cycle, change in internal energy equal to 0. So change in internal energy is 0. Either this one or this one. And here net heat transfer must be equal to net work transfer. So net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. Here net work transfers are algebraic summation 30 minus 30 plus 0 minus 30 plus 0 plus 120 plus 0. 120 minus 30 plus 90 kilojoules. So net heat transfer equal to 90 kilojoules. Whereas change in internal energy for any thermodynamic cycle is 0. Therefore plus 90, 0. B is correct. Option B is correct. In the option D, it is given minus 90. Net heat is not negative. Net heat you got positive. Therefore option B is correct. Thank you very much.